Good morning, guys. We got a bit of a later start this morning. As you can see, the sky is just very damp, very wet outside, so I don't think we will be harvesting today. As you can see, come. Anyways, yeah, so we will just be checking all the equipment, see what we will do with them, get everything ready. If this afternoon the stuff will dry down so we can start, but yeah, I won't get my hopes up too much, but we have a lot to do. As you can see, the sun's out. Hopefully it gets a bit warmer. Wind is blowing, so maybe the grain will dry soon. The negative side of cutting your barley or wheat or whatever with the windrower, it takes a bit longer to dry up. Normally in warmer days we start at maybe 10 o'clock in the morning and we'll start harvesting, while we are now only going to start, well, probably at 2-3 o'clock, and then we'll have only like a window until 6 o'clock. So yeah, before it gets wet again. But when all the harvest is going and the temperatures get up, we can go up until 12 o'clock at night, start mornings at about 9 o'clock. We'll anyways need that time to service everything before we start each morning. And then we have to hold the grain in, because the silos normally close about 7ish in the evenings, and if we go until 12 o'clock at night, everything is full, so then the trucks have to go up and down, so that has to be done in the mornings. So yeah, if we start at 10 o'clock, it's not the baddest thing, so, or the worst thing that could happen, because we need actually the time in the morning to hold the grain out. What we have here is what I showed you yesterday, whenever the video was. This is basically our mobile bunker. It is on wheels. It takes about 9 tons. It's very old. Every year I'm saying I will not fix it again. We'll get a new one, and every year I end up doing it again. And so yeah, like we did this year, we put a lot of extra iron on just to make it stronger. I have a very good welder that works for me, so yeah, we fix it up each year. But it's not going to be an forever machine. I mean, this auger can't even close anymore. It's welded shut. We use these white tapes at the hole just to keep the grain in. But yeah, eventually I want to buy another grain cart, as I have 2 grain cart tractors that I can use. So if I have another bigger grain cart, we won't need this one anymore. Yeah, and maybe in the future we could get if we get a bigger combine harvester, we shall have to upgrade all our grain facilities, or storage facilities, as I can say it like that, because yeah, we have a lot of small equipment, and small equipment fit with small equipment. As soon as you go bigger, we have to get bigger grain carts, bigger like storage bunkers like this one, bigger well, tractors to pull the grain carts, and also a bigger truck. But then I'll basically get a contractor to drive all my stuff for me away, as I use now one of my own trucks. And then you'll see in later videos the blue truck, as we call it, the blue rocket. Yeah, and those two take about 9 ton each, at best, to the silos and the co-op. So yeah, as you see, and yeah, it's getting warmer, so let's hope for harvesting a bit later. Alright, so I'm in the field we cut last week. I'm quickly going to show you guys. This is also a field of barley. All I want to show you guys is when barley gets ripe, it looks basically like this. And then this happens, and when it's at a stadium where this piece hangs like this, it's very easy for the wind to blow it off, and then you can't harvest it. That's why we use a windrower, or a flat cutter as I call it, just for the purpose, just like what happened here. You see there it lays on the ground. Now when a normal straight front comes and cut, you won't be able to get that in your machine. So yeah, that's basically why we cut. And when we cut, it goes in a row like this. You see, and now the combine harvester can come. It has a pickup on, picks this up, go through the machine with some air, and basically the way I can show you is that that's the same way a combine harvester works. So there's wind, there's friction, and seed comes out, and then we take it to the silo. And then, alright, here we have our McDon. It's a 21 foot. This is the small one. We also have a black one. It's a bigger one. It's a 25 feet. This one is actually too small. We used to have it for the canola, and yeah, and things happen over the years, and then last year we only had this one, but last year was a very good year, so the rows were nice and thick, so we could pick it up nice. This year the grain is not as good in the barley side. The wheat is very good this year, but so it will work quite good in the wheat, but in the barley his row that he throws is too small. So I'm probably going to use the 25 foot black cutter more. And one of my friends has a contracting business that has a windrower, self-propelled windrower, also McDonald, quite a newer machine, very nice machine. He's going to come either later today or tomorrow, and he will help us cut some of our fields and open some of our fields up. But yeah, this is basically what it is. We can walk around it. It has this flap, as I call it, which takes the grain in, and then it has the sickles right here. Yeah, those things are quite sharp, and yeah, and basically it runs through, and then you have a draper belt that takes it to the middle, or like this 21 foot is off center, and it brings it here into the hole. This side goes that way, that side goes that way, and then you make a row. Basically that looks like this, and pickup of the combine harvester can just pick it up. That's just a small explanation. Sorry, my English is not good, really not good, but I'm trying. It'll get better in the future videos. So yeah, just showing you around, crossing my fingers to start harvesting. I don't know if you can see one of my neighbors. There he is with his case combine. He's ready to start harvesting, but I think this stuff is probably just a bit too wet still. But this afternoon, if everything goes fine, we can start. Alright, we're off to the field again to test what is the moisture, so we can start. Exciting. It's about 2:15, but I think by 3 o'clock it should be ready. It's about 26 degrees now outside. Got some bad news. My harvester broke. Not very happy about it, but let me show you guys. It's a shaker, one of the shaker arms. One of the shaker arms right here broke off, should be on there. That would be fixed in the morning. So again, I have an early ending to the day. Let me just show you inside here. What's the problem now? The shoes go back and forth, but now it's going side to side-ish. Joys of farming. Another project I'm working on is it's a tillage machine. We actually run 3 of the 4 times of rotation, no till, and then we work it once after every grazing season on a field, as we use the same fields for grazing as for wheat and barley production, as well as oats. And there's my first canola behind the windrowers. So we'll see, maybe in the future doing more canola. But yeah, this is what I'm working on. It's a Blanton machine, basically a not so aggressive ripper. Then I'm gonna put the sleeper, as we call it. It's a, what do you call, a train staff thing, whatever. That goes behind here underneath this. That will break up all the ballings it makes, and then we have our rollers, just not to compact it, but just to break some of that clay, as we have red ground, clay ground, and that helps it a lot. It's very fertile ground, but on a dry year you quite struggle in those fields, but in a wet year they are your best. So anyways, see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. We have an early start to the morning. I'm actually at the dairy this morning, just checking everything through, and yeah, it looks alright. Just about 5:15, and yeah, there's you guys. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. This is a small ad of juices. Liquor. Alright, we have our contractor here with the McDon windrower, but I must say it's quite a difference. I mean, we just started, and look, all that already done. Yeah, it's amazing. It's a 30-foot McDon, 155 horsepower. Hey, look lekker. And yeah, we use Venter contract dienste. Hi mense. Yeah, we're filling up with our new diesel tanks, thanks to Move. And this is Venter Trust filling up with their beautiful little tractor. machines. Let's hope for some harvesting today. We have the 7/8 that has to go out to the wash bay. He's going to be put on the baler next week, but first we have to spray a couple of fields. And Dominators are already warmed up. He has to go out for some cleaning as well. And then I'm gonna build a small little bunker inside of the shed so we can drop some barley inside if we get full. I'm not sure when my own truck is coming back from the workshop, but here's the contractor, the Blue Rocket. So yeah, it has to loop. So I'm coming back from town with my truck after we had some clutch problems and some heat gate problems. Now we have some new problems. Speedometer is not working. Heat gates worked until halfway about home. That stopped working. Now I'm getting really tired of stuff. But yeah, let's go home, put on a few things on the truck, and we'll probably go take a sample of the harvester. It's actually quite a nice day, but windy. But yeah, let's see if we can start the harvest again today. I know they said tomorrow maybe a bit of rain coming, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, getting really tired for this thing. But anyhow, at least my wheat is looking quite good. Here we have some oats, which is still quite green. But yeah, hopeful everything looks good and we can maybe start harvest this afternoon. Alright, so we did the moisture test. It was like 15 somewhat percent. Still wet. Rain coming tomorrow. So yeah, we'll be out for this weekend. Probably only starting at Wednesday or so on. But yeah, doing some work here on the grain cart. As you can see, there's the chain and the gears. Hopefully get that fixed by tomorrow. And yeah, well, I think the parts will only be here probably by Monday. So yeah, hopefully Monday get him finished up. The trucks are done. The top is on. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do. Again, obviously the contractor's truck. So see ya in the next episode. And please guys, please give a like, give a subscribe, and have a great one. Oh, and before I forget, to the wife, happy birthday.